For over 2 decades, Quadra has engineered enterprise solutions for complex operational challenges across industries. Small and medium businesses run on many systems: finance, HR, support, payments, compliance. Leaders lose valuable hours switching between applications just to make a decision. What if Microsoft Copilot could bring everything into one business experience? Introducing IntelliLink SMB, AI-powered business agents built on Microsoft Copilot and Copilot Studio for Indian SMBs. Business leaders often begin their day by gathering information from multiple systems across finance, operations, support, HR, and compliance. With IntelliLink SMB, a single prompt is all it takes. The user asks Copilot to prepare a morning business briefing. Behind the scenes, IntelliLink orchestrates multiple business agents connected to Zoho Books, Tally, Razorpay, Zoho People, and Zoho Desk. Copilot consolidates information from these systems and presents an executive summary requiring immediate attention. The briefing starts with the organization's cash position, including bank balances, operating cash flow, receivables, and payables, giving leadership an instant view of financial health. It then highlights outstanding collections requiring follow-up. In this example, Copilot not only identifies overdue invoices, but also correlates information across systems and discovers that a payment is being delayed because of an unresolved customer support issue. Instead of reviewing finance and support systems separately, the business owner immediately understands the root cause impacting collections. Next, Copilot surfaces high-priority customer issues that require attention, including production-impacting incidents, integration failures, and unresolved invoice disputes that may impact customer satisfaction or revenue. Finally, IntelliLink SMB highlights upcoming compliance actions, including GST liabilities, income tax obligations, and TDS-related items, helping finance teams stay ahead of statutory deadlines. In less than a minute, the business owner receives a consolidated view of the business, enabling faster decisions, proactive risk management, and improved operational visibility. Understanding customer health often requires teams to review information across finance, collections, support, and operations systems. With IntelliLink SMB, the business user simply asks Copilot for a comprehensive business health summary of a customer. Behind the scenes, IntelliLink orchestrates Zoho Books, Tally, Razorpay, and Zoho Desk agents to gather customer financial data, payment history, outstanding receivables, support tickets, escalations, and service issues. Copilot then correlates the information and generates a single executive business assessment. In this example, the customer has been classified as high risk. Copilot identifies that an overdue invoice worth 45,000 rupees remains unpaid, while another invoice valued at 60,000 rupees is approaching its due date. However, the real insight comes from correlating financial and support data. The delayed payment is not simply a collections issue. An unresolved billing dispute and an active production outage are impacting customer confidence and directly affecting collections. Copilot also highlights critical support risks, including open high-priority tickets, SLA breaches, service continuity concerns, and customer satisfaction indicators. As organizations grow, managing workforce productivity and project utilization becomes increasingly challenging. With IntelliLink SMB, a single prompt provides a comprehensive workforce and project utilization summary. Using IntelliLink for Zoho People, Copilot analyzes employee records, project assignments, timesheet data, job activities, and resource utilization information to generate a consolidated operational view. The summary begins with a workforce snapshot, providing visibility into active employees, department distribution, workforce growth, and organizational structure. Copilot then analyzes active projects and assignments. In this example, it identifies a project where only a few team members are actively contributing, while others have recorded no project activity. It also highlights projects with minimal logged effort, incomplete assignments, and jobs that are not linked to any active project. Rather than simply displaying HR data, Copilot surfaces operational risks that may impact project delivery, resource utilization, and overall business productivity. Compliance reviews often require finance teams to manually analyze vendor payments, TDS deductions, thresholds, and filing readiness across hundreds of transactions. With IntelliLink SMB, the finance user simply requests a TDS reconciliation readiness report. The agent starts by reviewing all vendor transactions that fall under TDS applicability. In this quarter, multiple vendors including CitySpace Properties, Apex Legal Services, Pinnacle Consulting Group, and TechFlow Software are identified for TDS validation. The report immediately highlights 5 critical compliance violations. For CitySpace Properties, Copilot discovers that 2 rent invoices were fully paid without any TDS deduction. The combined payment value is 3 lakh rupees, exceeding the Section 194I threshold of 2.4 lakhs rupees. Based on the applicable 10% deduction rate, the organization has an unaccounted TDS liability of 30,000 rupees. The system also identifies incorrect deduction rates for professional service vendors. For Apex Legal Services and Pinnacle Consulting Group, only 2% TDS was deducted, whereas Section 194J requires a 10% deduction. Copilot then performs PAN validation analysis and flags vendors where PAN information is incomplete or cannot be validated. These records may attract higher deduction requirements under Section 206AA, increasing compliance exposure. The reconciliation engine further identifies overdue vendor bills where TDS obligations remain unresolved. Next, Copilot evaluates overall filing readiness. The analysis shows that only 5 out of 8 applicable bills have been handled correctly. Deduction completeness is just 37.5%. PAN validation remains unverified, and reconciliation gaps exist between accounting records and tax obligations. With actionable recommendations in minutes. The TDS reconciliation prep agent doesn't just identify errors, it quantifies compliance exposure, explains the root cause, calculates the impact, and provides corrective actions before the filing deadline. IntelliLink SMB, AI-powered business agents for Indian small and medium businesses, built on Microsoft Copilot and Copilot Studio, helping businesses work smarter, respond faster, and stay compliance ready.